Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I'm so sorry that you were not able to be at the meeting where Russ talked with us about the Freeway series. So I just wanted to cover the four things that was covered there so you'll be up to speed. The first was Russ spent about 10-15 minutes talking about his heart behind the Freeway series. And I'm not Russ and can't communicate it near as well, so you'll just have to miss out on that. But basically, he was just feeling such conviction that there are issues in our own story, in our own personal lives that God can work in and refine us to where we'll have just a grander story of God's power in our lives. And so he just feels that this is the right time in our life of our church to talk about this. And he wanted to do it through groups. He wants to do it through groups. The health of our church is our groups. And so he wants the people in our groups to be healthy, to work through their stories. And so this is just the right time. So that's why Freeway is happening now. Now the strategy we're using is what you would call a host strategy. You've heard Russ talk about it from the stage. Hosting, have a heart for people, open your home, serve them a snack, turn on a DVD. And the way this will work is we've been asking, and you heard me on stage talk about, hey, if you'll just grab a couple of friends and join the conversation. That's the language we're using because we really are not that concerned about launching a ton of groups as we are people wrestling with the content that we prepared for them in the videos. We prepared video-driven curriculum for you existing leaders. You'll find it on the leader resource page where you normally get your sermon line curriculum. It'll be posted there. But we put it in these blue bags, as you saw, if you've been to church in the past couple of weeks. And they can just grab a kit and they can go. So they're not leaders. They're not being trained. I sent them an orientation video where I'll walk them through the kit. And we're just asking them to grab a couple of friends, watch the videos, and have some conversations based on the discussion questions we provided them. And how are we going to get people into those host groups, those Freeway groups we're calling them? Well, two ways. One is you just decide to host a group and you have some friends that you want to have the conversation with, and that's great. The other is they're invited to come to our Freeway Connection event. And that was the second thing that we talked about is you've not heard us say one word about GroupLink. I've gotten many questions from people saying, what about GroupLink? When's GroupLink? I have some holes in my group. I'd like to fill my group up. When's GroupLink? Well, what I've said is I am not allowing existing groups to come to GroupLink. So if you have holes in your group and you want to fill them up with people from GroupLink, you're not allowed to come to this event. We're not calling it GroupLink because of that. We're calling it a Freeway Connection event. You heard me talk about it last Sunday. You're going to hear it again this coming Sunday. The Freeway Connection event. We want them in a Freeway group. And so the people who come on Sunday, this coming Sunday at 5 to join a Freeway group, it's only going to be a 5-week experience. And so it's not a life group. Now, I'll tell them at the event, if you want to continue on to be a life group after this is over, then we can talk about that. But we are not going to provide a group link. Now, after the Freeway series is over, we will do a mini group link. So probably mid to late October, we're going to do a mini group link in the Commons after each service, and that's where we can start filtering people to your groups. But until then, I would encourage you to look around you in church, look around you in your life where you live, work, and play, and invite people to your group if you need more people. So that's the second thing. The third thing is, as associated with this, we're in need of temporary coaches. So what we have so far as of today, today's Thursday, and as of today I have 91 people who have agreed to be hosts. This is awesome. We praise the Lord for this. And one of the things that we want to do is leave them with a good impression. So as they're walking through this host experience, they're not life group leaders. They've not been vetted. They've not gone to orientation or anything like you have. But they are agreeing to lead a conversation. And we want to make sure that we have people who can give them a call, a text, or an email once a week and just check in on them. Hey, how's it going? How can I pray for you? Has something happened that you may need to ask some questions on? Is there anything I can help you think through? And we had an opportunity at our meeting for people to sign up to do that. So I'll give you that opportunity. If you are open to being a temporary coach for the 5 weeks, it's just 5 weeks and then you don't have to do it anymore. But if you're open to that, please email me and let me know, hey, I'll be a temporary coach. Later today and all of next week, I'm going to be emailing our hosts and letting them know who their temporary coach is. They know this. I told them in the orientation, hey, we're going to give you a coach who's going to walk alongside you during this experience. And I have some more information if you agree to do that. So if you want to be a temporary coach, let me know. And then the last thing is just housekeeping. Church teams, please do your report. What happens is at the end of the month, the software collects all the data, who did reports, who didn't report. what are our numbers, and then I put that into a master dashboard, and it goes off to our lead team, and that's our executive team that makes all the big decisions at Rush Creek. That reports directly to the church council, and so those numbers go to them. So I'm not a huge guy that puts a lot of stock into attendance numbers, but please help me out by making sure that yes, you do your attendance, but more than that, your enrollment is up to speed. So make sure your roster is up to speed. If there are people on your roster that are not in your group anymore, take them off. If there are people who are not on your roster that come, you need to put them on there. You can add them to your group. You can do that. So those were the 4 things that we covered. Feel free to reach out and let me know if you have any follow-up questions. I would love to help answer those. Again, sorry you missed Russ's passionate plea, but he did a really good job kind of conveying his heart as to why Freeway is necessary right now in the life of our church. So let me know if you can do temporary coaching, and have a good weekend.